Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark Roden, and in today's video we are going to be going over seven things that all car guys should experience. And we're driving and chatting, boyos. We are driving and chat. On top of that, a lot of you guys have been pointing out that I've been taking the exact same route in my driving and talking videos, so I'm changing up the route. We're gonna go that way. We usually go that way, so changing it up a little bit, making it a little different for you boys. But yes, these are 7 things that all car guys should experience. But before we get into this video, song of the day. That's right, we're doing a song of the day today, because why not? You know what, I could go that way, but also, you know, I'm doing it. I'm going up this way. This is a like state park, by the way, for anybody wondering. Song of the day, Oklahoma Smoke Show by Zach Bryan. I'm really getting into my country boy mood lately, so go listen to it if you like country music. If you don't like country music, don't listen to it. And I know someone's gonna be like, country music sucks, man. I don't like it. Well, that's fine, buddy, but listen up. I do, okay? I like all kinds of music. I like rap music. I like pop music, dude. I listen to, no joke, I listen to like Harry Styles and Justin Bieber sometimes. If I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. I don't care, make fun of me. I don't care, man. Sometimes it slaps, and I'm gonna listen to it. I like all kinds of music. I don't like classical music, and I don't like screamo. I think screamo and classical music, those are just too much for me. It's too much on one side. It's not my style. But most music I enjoy, and so Zach Bryan, Oklahoma Smoke Show, country song, it's a banger. Go listen to it. But anyway, today let's get started. I've already wasted probably a good 2 minutes of your time. Yeah, oh my god, I have. Number 7 of things that all car guys should experience at least once is little kids pointing at your car with their parents near them. That is I have had it happen to me a handful of times. I'll admit, a handful of times, not that often, but it happened a lot in my Z. And my biggest memory with that is one time I was driving past a state park, kind of like this one, and there was a kid, like a family walking to their car on the side of the road, and I was in my Z, and the mom had one of their little kids in their hands, and the kid was crying, and she pointed to the car, pointed to me driving by, in order to calm him down, so he saw the cool car drive by. And I was just like, oh my god, that is so cool. There's another time I was pulling out of a parking lot, and this kid was walking with his father, and he pointed at my car and was like, Daddy, is that a cool car? And the dad was like, yeah, it's a cool car. And he like gave me a thumbs up, and I was just like, oh, it makes you feel so happy, man. Every car guy needs to experience that, man. Every car guy needs to experience that. The feeling of a child, like that you're the one now, you're the cool guy now, you know? That's so cool, and it makes you feel like so much happier, because let's face it, the regular people hate car guys. We all know that. They know that. We don't deserve it. We you know what I mean? We're just driving car. It's our hobby, and we just like doing it. It's not our fault that our hobby's a little bit louder than yours is, but we enjoy it. So we don't deserve the hate, but we get the hate. We get hate from regular people quite often, and so when you see that, like, you know, these kids are still happy, still excited to see these cars, it makes you feel a little bit more, oh my god, there's so much black ice right there. It makes you feel so much more wanted, though. That was scary. I gotta remember that's there on the way down. Oh my, that was terrifying. But yeah, it just makes you feel a little bit more like appreciated, and it's a cool feeling. Number 6 is the first time that you put some of your own, I did not drop a gear, but I did disappear. And yeah, I love that, man. This road is so fun to drive fast on. This part up here in particular is so twisty. Like, oh, a big pothole right there. Let's not hit that. But what was number 6? Oh yeah, number 6 is the first time you put wheels on. Yeah, the first time you decide to like pick your, like you go out of your way to pick your own wheels, and you look at your, like, because wheels make or break a car, man. New shoes on your car is a big deal, especially if you drop like a good amount of money on it. Dude, I cannot tell you the first time I put like the entire time you're buying parts for your car, you might, like, they don't look that great, right? And you're just like, what am I missing? Like, something's missing here. It's like, it doesn't look that good. I don't like this car. And then the second you put those wheels on, it all comes together and just looks so gosh darn good. And I don't care if, oh god, what is that? God, this road is a bad idea. Oh god, this was a bad idea going up this road. But like, and I don't care if you're into drag racing, drifting, no matter what you're into, nice wheels instead of the stock wheels, it's just always such a nice addition to the car. It makes you so happy. It's such a big change. It probably took you a long time to get up to that point too, because it costs a lot. and you also have to buy the tires, and you have to get it mounted and balanced, so it's just like kind of sitting there burning, and you're just waiting for it to finally all come together. And then the second those wheels go on, it does. It all comes together. By the way, I gotta turn around up here. This is top of the state park, but it is just so awesome. You gotta buy wheels. Everybody's got to experience that. But number 5 is going to an actual car meet / car show. And when I say actual, I don't mean a takeover. I don't mean it. Okay? Takeovers don't count. I've been to them. Before you're gonna comment, oh my god, everybody judges them and they never actually go to them. I have been to multiple takeovers. Back when I was a immature wee little lad and I didn't really understand what was going on in life, I went to them. And then I thought they were fun. I did, I'll admit it, I thought they were fun. But then I went to a real car meet and I talked to real car guys, and it is incredible the difference. At a takeover, you feel like you're like in defense mode, right? Like you feel like everybody there is like trying to one up each other and trying to be cooler than the other guy, and you kind of have to be like on your toes at all times. I'm gonna go slow down here, by the way, because there is some black ice patches I noticed coming back up. But like you kind of have to at a takeover, I feel like you have to like always be on edge. You're always kind of worried. It's just not that good of a feeling. On top of that, the cars there are not cool at all. Like I saw like maybe 1 or 2 cool cars at takeovers that I went to. They are the opposite of a cool car. But you go to like Cars and Coffee, like a car meet, dude, everybody there is so friendly. Everybody there wants to talk to each other and make friends with each other and have a good time and just talking and loving cars. And you can actually go around and actually look at these cars, feeling happy to be a car guy and feeling proud of it, and actually enjoy the cars. And it's just such a better feeling. Go to an actual car meet, go to an actual car show, and just actually like soak it all in, and you're gonna freaking love it, man. Seriously, you're gonna love it. Like we take those for granted. I feel like we take car meets for granted, dude, because like god, they're so cool. But number 4 is a weird one, but off-roading. I don't have an off-road car. I have an Acura Integra and a Nissan 350. Well, I sold my 350Z. God dang it! Every time I say that, it makes me want to cry, man. But I sold my Z, so I only have an Integra. But still, I had 2 lowered cars, and so I don't go off-road. If I ever went off-road in either one of these cars, there's that ice patch right there. If I ever went off-road in either one of these cars, I would end up in the freaking, it would be like I was driving over the Himalayas. So it's probably not a good idea for me to go off-road. But I have been off-road in my friend's Jeep. My friend Zach, he had a lifted Jeep Cherokee, and we went off-road. It was a nighttime, it was a winter night, actually, just like, well, not like this, it's winter daytime right now, but it was a winter day like this, but at night, and we went off-road. Dude, it was so much fun, because there's that, the obvious big fun part is the adrenaline that you get from being off-road. It's just kind of fun to like see how far you can make it. That guy had like came to a dead stop. Like, buddy, you can keep going. You don't have to like. Anyway, obviously the part of the fun is going off-road in the first place, and you're bumping over these things, and if you have a good driver, he's going fast and he's really cooking it on this off-road trail, and it's a lot of fun that way. But the real fun is not only finding new trails, like, because that's what we were doing. We were just like going off the beaten path, you know, just driving into there. And I would never have thought like a car made it through there, but he made it work with the Jeep because it was built for that. But also another fun part is like that added bonus of not knowing what's gonna happen next. Like, you just never know. Like with drifting, if you crash, it sucks, yeah, but you're on a track. Somebody's gonna pull you off. You got to fix the car on the side of the track, and chances are you can get back into the track that day, depending on how bad the crash is. But that's pretty much it. But when off-roading, you don't have that luxury. So you're kind of like, you're out there, and if you crash, you're gonna have to come up with a way to fix it right there, or you're gonna have to pull some strings to make somebody come and get you, and that's gonna be even bigger of a pain in the ass. It is so much, it's so much fun. I know that this channel is mainly like car guys, people that like racing, drifting, JDM style stuff, lowered cars, but I highly recommend you give it a shot, man. If you have a little bit of extra money laying around, buy a cheap 4x4 vehicle. There are tons of them out there, especially if you live in America. There's so many 4-wheel drive cars out there. Just buy a cheap one and go experience it, dude. It was so much fun. Ever since we did that, I've been wanting to buy like a Jeep or a truck or something to go off-road with. But number 3, third thing I think people need to experience, it's kind of like the car meet one, but a track day with your boys. And when I mean a track day, partner, I mean a day where you go to the track and you watch people race around. Now, it's even better if you can have a car that can actually go on the track and you could also participate in the track day. But I understand most of us, we're not that rich. We are some broke boys, you know. We do not have cars that are capable to go on a racetrack. So you go and watch it. You may think to yourself, well, how much more fun is it to watch it in person than it is to just like watch it on a TV? So much more fun. So much more fun, dude. Socializing is just, oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. It's just, it's the bee's knees, my friend. It is so good. Go out there. Go make, you don't even have to actually make some friends. There was a time, I was at Lime Rock, because I live really close to Lime Rock, like literally 15 minutes away from Lime Rock. So I go to Lime Rock quite often. And there was a time when I was at Lime Rock, and is this guy gonna let me go? Oh, she's gonna go pull in through there, okay. Thank you, sweetheart, I appreciate it. But there's a time I was at Lime Rock, and what the fuck, this cop just like came out of nowhere. He literally spawned in behind me. But technically what I'm doing is not illegal, like talking to a camera and driving. That's totally legal. But for some reason, I feel like I'm committing so many crimes right now with this cop behind me. Anyways, yeah, so we were at Lime Rock, and I was talking to these guys, and they were really friendly and just like super over the top, super happy, super charismatic. But they were like 50-year-old dudes, and I'm 23. Like, we were not people that would be friends unless we also liked cars, you know what I mean? Like, I would have never talked to those guys unless we liked cars. But since we both liked cars and racing, we were talking about everything. And I mean everything. Like, I was talking to them about my life, where I went to school, just random stuff, but it was all because of cars and being at that Lime Rock. And like, just watching those like cars race by is also so motivating. A lot of people that go to racetracks have nice cars too, so it's kind of like a little bit of a car show in the parking lot. And if you go with your friends, it's even better, because then it's like you all have something in common and you guys can all talk about that as a memory for years to come. And it's just awesome, man. It really is. But number 2 is go-kart racing with your boys. Kind of like track day with your boys, but this time you get to actually experience it. Now, this one is not the best for like making friends. Because, dude, where did that cop go? It just disappeared. Am I like actually hallucinating right now? I pulled out of that parking lot earlier, and the cop showed up directly on my bumper. I looked both ways, like he was not there. He was not there. I pulled out, and he wasn't there, and he just showed up on my bumper. I don't know how that happened. And now he's not, he was right behind me. I'm freaking out, man. That is so weird. All right, anyways, back to go-kart racing with your boys. It's fun. Go give it a shot. It's not the best place for making friends, because you're racing. You can't really talk to people while you're racing. Although I have met some people that are really good at racing, and so I go up to them and I'm like, dude, how do you do that? Like, because I don't mean to toot my own horn, but usually I win, you know, I win. Because people that go go-kart racing are usually doing it with like their friends and family. They're not like serious car guys like us who like have experience, you know, driving fast and stuff like that. So you're gonna win. But the times that you don't win, it's weird. It's like, oh wow, this guy's actually really good at driving. So then you go up to him and you're like, dude, what are you? And one time I met this old guy, and he was telling me all the tricks and the secrets and tricks and everything. And he was just like, it was just really cool. I don't know. It's fun also, obviously. I guess this one isn't that like serious, but it's just a fun thing to do with your boys, you know? Just a fun thing to do. And first place, the number 1 thing that I think all car guys should experience is 1,000 horsepower. I've only experienced it once in my life, and it was with a guy. He had a Nissan GTR, and he lives in my town, and he's very popular in my town because he has a 1,200 horsepower Nissan GTR. And he only drives it every once in a while, but I saw him at a McDonald's, and I was in my 350Z, and he came up to me, actually, and it was like a car, and I was like, dude, are you kidding me? You have an R35 GTR, I like your car. And he was like, yeah, it makes 1,200 horsepower. I was like, yeah, blah, 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 we got to talking. I was just like, could I go for a ride, man? Like, please, like, you know, I want to experience that. He was like, yeah, but I can't really get on it right now because it's detuned. It was only making like 900 horsepower. He wasn't on his nice tires. There's a bunch of reasons why he didn't want to get on it at the time, but it was pretty much, it was making 900 horsepower when I rode in it. It can make 1,200 horsepower though, but that was plenty. And he only like farted on the gas pedal, and I was just like, holy schmoly. It really is like a completely different feeling. It literally feels like you are in a airplane, 1,000 horsepower. It's so fast that it's unreal. Like it pushes you in your seat. You literally like cannot like pull yourself forward while he's doing a pull in a 1,000 horsepower car. It is insane. It truly is. People need, and maybe not 1,000 horsepower exactly. I just kind of threw that number out there because it's a very popular number to throw out there. But if you have like a Honda, you know, and you have 300 to 400 horsepower, it's still going to feel really fast. So what I mean is just like a car with high horsepower for its weight. You know, be a fast car is what I'm saying. A fast car off the line. I'm not saying a car that makes a lot of horsepower, but it's built for like time attack, because those cars are more built for like, yeah, it has a lot of horsepower, but that horsepower is only there as like a tool to keep it going, rather than to like, it's not a one-trick show is what I'm saying with a time attack car. But with like a drag car that's built with 1,000 horsepower and it's built to go fast in a straight line, and that's its purpose, that's its whole thing. And so experiencing that is insane. Now, would I ever build a car like that? I mean, if I had a ton of money, I would. I mean, if I had a ton of money, I was literally thinking about this the other day. If I had a ton of money, I would buy like a freaking piece of junk Chrysler Town & Country and slam it on the ground and just use it as a way to like carry my friends around it. I would have so many of the most outlandish, ridiculous vehicles. It would be stupid. I would be, I don't know, I would be a danger to myself, honestly, if I had a ton of money. I would be buying so many of the dumbest cars imaginable. But one thing I would buy is definitely a drag car, because they are so much, it was insane. It was like, I literally couldn't stop smiling about it, you know? It was crazy. But anyway, that's the end of today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got something out of this that you're going to be like, you know what, I do want to experience that. I'm going to experience that. I really hope so. If I changed anybody's mind on something that they want to do, or if I gave anybody an idea, then I succeeded in my video, I think. So go give these things a shot, my boys. I know some of these require like having friends that are also into cars, and some of you guys might not have that. I personally don't really have car guy friends that much anymore either. I mean, my car guy friends that I did have kind of all split up, but I still managed to find a way to do it. I have regular friends that aren't into cars that'll go with me, and I can introduce them to these things. And that's another thing too. You may have friends that aren't into cars, and if you'd be like, hey, want to go to this racetrack, they might say yes, and if they do, just make sure you show them a good time. Show them a good time, and they might come with you. You might make a car guy out of them. You don't know. You might make a brand new car guy out of this guy. Maybe he never had a dad that liked cars, and so you're gonna be his father figure. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. That is the end of today's video. We got into some government talk there at the end of it, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Das Vidania, and have a nice night. I sure hope that cop isn't gonna just show up right behind me.